Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In today's video, I would like you to reverse the roles. And that is, instead of using United States of America, let's say you use North Korea or I don't know, Soviet Union or some bad countries, or Iran, bad dudes, bad entities. And for the victim here, or the individual that I'm going to mention, a person who defects those countries. Like for instance, Solzhenitsyn, who defected in 76, I think, famous Soviet, Russian, Ukrainian, I think he was. It doesn't really matter. His work matters more than where he was born. But anyway, and what he was, he defected and everybody was happy about it, and they listened to him and he said, this is how it is in Soviet Union. Any person who would defect a tyranny and would come to the free world, we in the free world would admire and say, yes, it's true, everything you say is true, yes, those are just tyrants. Okay, now switch that. Now we have a person here who defects the United States of America and goes to another country, which is another country being Russia, and goes to Russia and she says, well, I was afraid for my life living in the United States of America because maybe Biden and the government over there could, hurt me. Now, you're going to see how the US government reacts to this person's statements and how people probably react to it. But let me just go over this. So we have this woman here, Tara Reade. She accused Joe Biden of sexually, attacking her some in 1990 some when he was a senator. What happened over there? Jesus Christ. Oops, I caught that without Biden falls. All right, that's a good one. All right, so I'm gonna make a video on that, that's for sure. So, so I lost my track here. So she accused him of this guy of sexual accuser. This is the woman right here, right? She was a former Biden Senate aide. She moved to China, not there yet, to Russia. She previously accused Biden of assaulting her in 1990s, a charge he has repeatedly denied. So she told the Russian state news outlet that she feels safer there now and she was afraid for her life. Now, White House swipes at Tara Reade after Biden accuser moves to Russia, and I'm quoting, won't attempt to speak for an aspiring Russian citizen. All right, for those who celebrate that statement, that's how tyrannies are formed with people like you. All right, so again, this is what they said. The White House took a swipe at Tara Reade on Tuesday, casting aspirations on the former Senate aide who previously accused President Joe Biden of sexual assault for her move to Russia. And I'm quoting, I won't attempt to speak for an aspiring Russian citizen, the convicted Russian spy who's sponsoring her, or the foreign government with which she has chosen to align. White House spokesperson Andrew Bates said in a statement first reported by blah blah blah. Now imagine that this would be the statement made by the Soviet Union when those guys defected Soviet Union. Or someone, let's say North Korea would say, you know what, I'm not going to talk about that idiot who left the great North Korea and ran to United States of America, defected over there because he or she was afraid for his or her life. That's a foreign government and they're sponsoring her and she's just an aspiring US citizen. You got that? You know exactly what I'm talking about? So I think the public and the media should look deeper into it. It's concerning if someone leaves the freest country in the world, the greatest country in the world, and runs away to a country that we, or the mass media and the politicians, call it corrupt, evil, dictatorship, tyrant, whatever. Instead of looking into it, they're gonna paint her as being a traitor and all that. That's exactly how those guys who defected USSR, North Korea, or Iran, or other countries were called by their tyrants. Exact words. They didn't even bother. They're just they're just traitors, and they just associate with those guys, and they're garbage. That's how they did it, and that's the way these guys are doing it. Do you like that? Well, if you like that, I'm going to tell you this. For the ones who like the answer of that spokesperson, then I'm telling you this. Tyrannies are built with people like you. Why? Because you do not keep their feet to the fire. You think the government doesn't make mistakes, government doesn't lie, government cares for you, and all that. Well, with that kind of ideology, unfortunately, as someone said, these guys are useful idiots. So I think that this should be looked into. That's concerning people going over there. I can give you, I know he's crazy. I know he's crazy too, right? Steven Seagal, he's crazy. Oh, we got Gérard Depardieu, another actor from France, very, very famous. Oh, he's crazy too. Okay, Snowden, we know that he's crazy because he's a traitor. Why is everybody going over there? Are all on Putin's payroll? Or they commit a crime here and they run over there because that's where they run. Is that what it is? But people who run from Soviet Union, from Russia, like, I don't know, a few oligarchs, and go to London, or they go to other countries I can't name because it's politically incorrect, even though it's true, those ran away and we embraced them because they ran from that evil country. And that evil country was Russia. You remember Navalny? He's in prison. He's a good guy. Oh my God, he's a good guy. All right? I just say that this thing should be investigated and should be gone to the bottom and found out what happened. It's not normal for a citizen of the United States of America to run away from these guys. And as I said, don't you think that you might be next? That attitude that, no, but I'm not. That's him, I'm closing my doors and shut my shutters. Remember Solzhenitsyn, Alexander Solzhenitsyn. He was a Nobel laureate for literature in 1970s for his Gulag Archipelago. I wholeheartedly recommend that for you to read because you're going to find some names and you're going to find a lot of things that are politically incorrect to mention nowadays in our free society. He gives names and he gives all kind of other things. I can't say it here because it's too free here. And it's too free. I can't take too much freedom. I can't handle the truth, like in that stupid movie. You can't handle the truth. Was that Nicholson? Yeah, you can't handle the truth. I can't handle too much freedom of speech here. I would just melt or implode. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how we're supposed to believe. So he said, that's how in the Gulag Archipelago, he said, people like us, who when those vans, black vans, would stop in front of the apartment buildings and would go in, we all knew who those were, the secret police and KVD agents, then it was KGB, were running up the stairs, check their names. You might find certain names that you don't like. But anyway, in the Gulag as well. They were coming to the apartment building, grabbing people, putting them in the black van and disappear, and they would shoot those people, get them to Lubyanka, basement, shoot them, and then bye-bye. Never either gulag or shot dead. That's it. After they were proclaiming their crimes in front of everybody to see. So that's how it was. And he said, because of our cowardness, because it was not us, it was someone else, we just ignored it. And when it was our turn, everybody else thought the same way. It's not me. I will stay here. I will stay put. This woman ran for being afraid for her life. That could be you next. Could be me next. You're happy that you're not at this point, but this procedure, this should not exist. You should not be afraid of your own government. You should not be afraid of your own government because your own government is your employee. You pay him, you choose him, you fire him. So if you're afraid of your employee, that means your employee is not your employee, is your boss that can really, really you up. Think about it. Think outside of your own little interest. It's not me this time. Let them be. You could be next and everybody else. Now that's how tyrants take over. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth and be just.